Hola amigos, what is up? This is TalesFlyRanga, and welcome back to Let's Play Billy Hatcher and the Giant... Oh god, I really need to finish this game. In today's episode, we're actually going to be doing the last couple of missions of Giant Palace, the last world in the game, and I am joined by a very special guest.
Hello. You have to guess my name for my voice.
Actually his name is Hello.
Oh yeah, damn it, I gave it away.
You're like a Pokemon, you can only say your name.
Hello, hello.
So, this first mission here is actually the one that took me the most recording, surprisingly. For how short this mission actually is, I think it only takes me like 2.5 minutes. But it's probably the hardest of the missions you have to do in this world.
Did it say like climb the mountain?
Yes.
So you have to climb the mountain while you're Oh my god, that looks painful. Rolling like head first over an egg. Like what?
What's more painful is how many times I actually had to record this one.
Well, imagine having to roll a giant egg up a hill. I mean, isn't there like a mythology story about that? Like some guy rolling a boulder up a hill? I don't think it ends well for him.
I'll have to look into that.
So, when I was looking at the stage select screen, I saw something that looked like a horrific like Deathland of like darkness and tornadoes.
Oh, that was
is that a thing?
World 6.
How is that not the final world?
Cause this is the final world.
Alright, well...
Cause
game
numbers.
logic. Yeah, there you go.
This used to be a horrific Deathland.
Oh?
For the first mission.
Oh, and then Billy saved it or something?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Like, the world you're probably thinking of, that's the desert world, actually.
How? I mean, well, okay, first of all, this is a game where, like, kids go around rolling eggs, smushing fruit with
I was about to say, do you really need the
so,
logic behind it?
Yeah, maybe not.
Alright, now the thing here is that from this ledge you can actually get a good start on these pillars, which you need to traverse in order to get to the emblem. But the thing is, if you fall down, all the enemies in this area will just suddenly spawn.
Ooh.
And they're all boss enemies, and one of them, on the last pillar, is a bat that can fly.
Ooh. Bats that can fly are the worst kinds of bats.
Yeah.
I never understand, like, games that do that, where they have, like, bosses, and they make them into regular enemies afterward. Like, I was just playing, what was the game that I was just playing? Oh, Aria of Sorrow.
I still have not played Aria of Sorrow.
It's a really, really good game.
I've heard it is.
The first boss eventually becomes, like, a normal enemy, and, like, some of the... I think maybe some of the other bosses do that, too. I don't know, it's crazy. In that game, it's kind of nice, though, because you're sort of getting stronger, so it's nice to be able to feel like they are just a normal enemy, but I don't know. Feels like, why couldn't you have just designed a new enemy, you know what I mean?
Yeah. The thing is, with the enemies spawning down there and stuff, it's because the trigger is actually down there. I think you're supposed to hit a switch on a different side, and then go to that area. But in all honesty, you can just skip to the pillars, so I don't know what the point is.
Maybe it's just like a punishment if you're not smart enough.
You suck at platforming. Have all these enemies that can break your egg. Have fun, kids. Billy Hatcher, rated E for everyone.
That sounds pretty... If I didn't know what this was about, and you just told me that the enemies, like, broke Billy's egg, I would be like, wow, this is brutal.
There's nothing more brutal than having your eggs broken. That's what you get for putting them all in the same basket.
Well, I think for most people, their eggs are in the same basket from birth, so to speak.
Wow,
sorry, I don't mean to PG up your commentary.
That is deep. I never thought of it that way. Shit. So, astute viewers with ears may actually recognize that the menu music for the game is playing in this specific mission. And the reason for that is there's actually only one daytime theme to this last world. Like, most of the worlds have two daytime themes that they'll alternate between. This one only has one. That's really weird and jarring.
Huh. More laziness.
Yeah. I guess to be fair with how the rest of this game is, I don't think they actually expected somebody to play up to this point. Alright, so I'm trying to actually get up onto the ledge there. And I realized this later, but you can actually just press the R button to roll up onto the ledge. But I just have to shove that dinosaur out of the way. Story of my life.
Yeah, I mean, who doesn't shove dinosaurs out of their way?
Mario does questionable things with dinosaurs the entire time,
That's
sending them
true.
to their death in pits.
Wait, what is this? Super Mario Sunshine?
Yes.
Looks like you're cleaning up the gook with the egg.
Yep, but the thing is, you can actually just completely ignore all of these puddles together. I only just do it to waste time while I'm waiting for the timer to count down, because I already get to the score I need, but... The thing you're supposed to do is clean up all of these puddles to open the door to the next area, but you don't actually have to do it. It gives you more than enough coins in this section.
Oh, okay, so it was... Oh, I didn't even remember that there was, like, some time thing.
Eh.
Hurry up and take this emblem. It looks bad on my wall.
I'm sick of your shit, kid. Take this thing. Take the magical MacGuffin.
Are there any, like, cheat codes for this game? Or, like, you know those kinds of, like, Game Shark codes that don't help you with the game, but, like, they just make the game more interesting? Like, what if there was a code that was just, like, instead of rolling an egg, you just rolled, like, a giant Reggie Fils-Aimé head?
Dude, I'd kind of want that.
I would totally want that.
Can somebody on the internet get to the first full-scale Billy Hatcher hack?
Hey, if they can do all those, like, inappropriate hacks for games, right, they gotta be able to do that. Who is this kid?
He is Bantam. He's the big guy.
He looks like the big guy.
You can tell because he's big.
Is Billy gonna roll him? I'm sorry, that was horrible.
I mean, he could. He's fairly large and spherical, so...
Yeah.
Also, this is the last mission of the game, and, for those of you guys out there who love long missions, this one's for you.
So what are we looking at the goal here for?
The goal is kill things.
Oh, just kill things. Fun.
Kill 100 things to win.
It's always fun to kill things when you kill them by mashing them with a giant egg.
Yeah, you know, life tips from Billy Hatcher. Sonic Team doesn't just make games, they tell stories.
They give life lessons, but they only apply if you have a giant egg to roll around.
Speaking of life lessons, my aim with throwing a bull at people is terrible, apparently.
Well, I don't really blame you. I'm not very good at that myself in real life.
Because that bull is just doing everything in his power to miss his targets. It's kind of like the dive missile in Mega Man 4, actually.
Oh,
No matter
yeah.
where you aim it, you can't hit anything. I never understood that about Mega Man 4. Why is Dive Man weak to skulls?
Okay. Well, he's weak to skulls because his brother died in a horrific, mausoleum accident.
Oh, okay, that makes perfect sense now. And I guess Skullman just has allergies because he's weak to the Dust Crusher.
Yeah, when he died and his body started to rot away, his sinuses were left intact. That's all I got.
That bat is just having a lot of fun. I can't actually hit him, too. Oop, there we go. I've dislodged him. I've solved all the problems.
You've prevented a young bat from having fun in the last moments of his life.
This is just insight as to how my life actually works, isn't it?
What, killing giant cats?
Yeah.
Oh.
I've done plenty of it.
That's good to know.
It's actually Maryland's state sport behind jousting for some reason. I never understood that. Maryland's state sport is jousting, and I have not seen, in all my time of living in the States, I have not seen a single jousting thing in Maryland.
Wait, you weren't joking?
Now, they changed it to, I think they changed it to lacrosse recently, because a lot of people actually just play lacrosse here, but...
How
No, for a
recently did
period
they
of
change
time-
it? 1500?
No, it's for, I think actually both jousting and I think I need to look this up on Wikipedia actually to make sure I'm not just spewing nonsense out of my face.
I'd be curious to know.
Maryland states. Yeah, the state sports are lacrosse and jousting, according to the Maryland government website.
What? Has anybody ever jousted anywhere except at like Renaissance fairs?
Oh my god! Jousting became the official sport of Maryland in 1962.
Oh wow.
It's recent.
Wow.
That's amazing.
And it still is, or they changed it?
I think it still is, because it's listed on the website, so...
Wow. That they're reaching. That you know that somebody sat down and was like, okay, we need a state sport. What's it gonna be? We don't want to be like anybody else, but we need a state sport, guys.
We need ye old state sport. Space sport.
I just imagine the meeting being like it was either jousting or like rice eating.
Jousting or oyster shucking, because we have a lot of that around here too.
But seafood is legit though, so I can I can get behind that.
Also, we're kind of almost done with this mission. Like, a lot of the enemies are just gonna kind of come in droves later on.
You know, this kind of reminds me of a more interesting version of Sonic 06. Because of all, you know, I don't know have you ever played it?
I still have not played Sonic 06 yet.
Okay, well, you don't have to put still because you don't have to play it ever, but basically,
I feel like
there
I
are
should at
like
this point.
there are like infinite points in the game where just like you're behind a door, right? And there's like enemies just spawning, and you have to kill all of them.
Oh, so
by-
it basically becomes a beat 'em up?
But yeah, exactly. Except that game's version of a beat 'em up is jump and press B over and over and over again.
Remember
So you
that
can
time
imagine
you
the
did a
fun.
homing attack? Well, you're gonna need to do it again.
And again, and again.
Gameplay!
But like that's like the criticism of Sonic games in general. Apparently, is that they're billed as very like high-paced action, and then there's always, for some reason, there's always points where you have to just stop and like do nothing for a while.
In other words, every game since Sonic Adventure has become Big the Cat.
Pretty much. There's always a Big the Cat like situation.
Just gonna stop here, fish for a while, seems relaxing. There's evil death machines whirring above my head, but you know, I'm not gonna pay attention to them.
I will never forget my face when I found out that the final boss for Big was Chaos 6, and you have to fish inside his body. You have to literally sit there and run around while this giant, like, ugly-ass, like, bug monster tries to eat you whole, and you decide to throw a fishing hook inside of him.
Yeah, that's always been kind of a weird battle, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, since then, Sonic Team has gone on to, completely, you know, sane battles, like a giant lizard with a space colony up his ass, or
Wait, whoa, what?
the
are we
fucking Final Hazard from, Sonic
Oh,
Adventure
right.
2.
Right, I thought you... I heard the lizard part and the up his ass part, and I was like, what are we talking about? Is this like some X-rated Sonic fan game?
Yes, actually, that's actually how Sonic Adventure 2 started its life.
Sonic Adventure 2 is one of those really disappointing games where like when you first play it, everything seems amazing, and then you go back and you want to like re-experience all the amazingness, and it's just like, oh my god, can you pick a better voice actor for Tails, please?
Yeah, well, it's like a 14-year-old game. You kind of have to expect it.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Also, this slope is still the bane of my existence. Hated in the first mission, hated in the last mission.
I remember the slope was the problem for the last time I was here.
Yep. Zippity's up and down the slope. Also, I just lost my egg. It's a tragic day when you lose your egg. Every day for Wesker is gonna be a sad day.
I feel like I'm missing something.
Don't worry, you're not.
Oh, okay. Did you play Revelations 2?
I have not yet.
It's I haven't played. Oh damn! Heartbreak.
The dream is
Heartbreak.
dead.
Heartbreak. That's horrible. I would have started crying right there.
I feel like at the end of this video I just need to put it in sepia tone, use the sad violin. I'll get the air horn remix or something.
But Revelations 2, I watched two best friends play it. It looks pretty good. It's got an okay story.
I've heard that the recent HD remake of the original Resident Evil is fucking amazing, though.
I heard that too. It's apparently got a movable not like a movable camera. I think there's an option for a movable camera, but even when you have the quote-unquote stationary camera thing, it actually like moves a tiny bit, like the angle, which is interesting.
Isn't it based on the GameCube version, actually?
Yeah. It's you know, when you look at, so at first I was like, oh, this is stupid. They're just trying to get more money, but you know, because the GameCube one already looked pretty damn good. I mean, I already picked Jill just to sort of look how she looked in those pants, right? But but like the freaking remaster is like, it's really good. Like, it looks amazing. I think it's totally worth it if you just to get it.
I might have to at this point.
Like, it's insane how much better it looks, even though the GameCube version already looked great. I don't know.
I mean, the GameCube was a pretty good system, to be fair.
Yeah.
After all, I mean, it could render the high-quality graphics of Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg.
Yeah. Hey, and it supported 10 years of competitive Smash Bros.
That's true. So now that we've not talked about just murdering crows, it's a pun, haha. But that's the end of the mission, and in fact, that's actually the end of the game.
Oh wow!
In terms of all the missions being done, I mean, there's still stuff to do afterwards, but it's mostly just collecting.
So it's like a 120 stars type thing?
Yeah. So now we have 57 of the courage things spread across, appropriately enough, 56 missions, so...
Huh. Yeah, there it is. There's the Tornado Doom place I was talking about.
Yeah, that's just the desert world.
Huh.
You can tell because of all the desert you can see. Obviously.
So is that it for Billy Hatcher, or are there more for you to do?
That's
what you're gonna do?
It for now. I'm actually... Before the end of the year, I'm probably gonna have to show off some of the bonus features as well. I'm still going to need to collect all the chick coins in the game. I'm still going to need to get S ranks on all the missions, which is going to be fun. And I still need to find all the eggs, and I still need to show off the Sonic Team eggs, actually.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, anyway, I appreciate you having me on for the end of this part of Billy Hatcher.
Yep. So, thank you guys, actually, for tuning in and putting up with the fact that this Billy Hatcher LP went on for about a year, because... I'm lazy. And hopefully before the end of the year, I'll actually be able to show off some of the bonus features of the game, the collecting, and the multiplayer for this game. It's not as good as Smash Bros. Melee multiplayer, but I mean...
Well, okay, let's not start a flame war in the comments.
Well, I'm gonna upset all the competitive Billy Hatcher players.
Yeah, people will throw down. Competitive Billy Hatcher is way better than competitive Melee.
Hashtag
Oh, shit,
Billy
now I got
Hatcher
it.
Esports. I kind of want to see that happen, actually.
I kind of do as well. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, if Proton John can start a Bomberman Act Zero League, then I want to start the competitive Billy Hatcher League.
Hashtag Billy Hatcher for Apex 2016.
This EVO lineup features Ultra Street Fighter 4, features Skullgirls, features Tekken 7, and features Billy Hatcher and the Giant Egg, bitches.
Who can kill more crows with eggs faster?
Oh man, this game. What the fuck, Sega? I came here expecting a great game from my childhood and I witnessed a miracle.
This is basically the exact opposite of Sonic Adventure 2. And yet it was made by the same team, go figure.
Yeah. Fucking Yuji Naka had direct involvement in this game, too.
Really?
Yeah. It was
Huh.
his idea. Which explains why Billy Hatcher isn't in Sonic and Sega All-Stars Racing Transformed.
Hmm.
Even though I think there's still a Billy Hatcher-themed course in that game. I actually haven't played it, so I'm just kind of going off stuff I've heard. But I've heard that there's a Billy Hatcher-themed course that has all of Billy's friends and some of the characters in it, but not Billy himself. Which is really
Maybe he
weird.
was still on timeout.
Sit there and think about what you've done. Welcome to internet obscurity. And
Well,
now that we've carried on the conversation for more than the length of the video,
hope you guys have enjoyed the black screen.
I know I have. So, I'll see you guys later. This is Tails Farbaga signing out. Thank you guys for watching, and, enjoy this lovely, slowed down, sepia tone masterpiece.
Peace, guys.